All right, I talked earlier on Media Day 2021 here at the Little Rose Bowl with Drake Berry, and I talked about the obvious height disadvantage he had with me being taller. This is not the case here. Standing above most people, Luke Posivio, if you didn't know, our fresh Soph head coach this year. He takes over his first year with that title. What has the transition been like mentally for you and things that you're preparing yourself for the season?
It's been pretty smooth overall. I've been a head coach in basketball for, well, this will be my fourth year as well doing that. So I've been kind of used to the head coaching role. And the transition's been really smooth as far as like with the staff. Our staff has stayed the same. We have the same guys on staff. It's just kind of different roles. So it's been a pretty smooth transition, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
Have you set the goals for what is this team? I mean, it's early on, but you've got to set some goals here and there, building up to a scrimmage next Friday and to a game the week after that. What are some of the things you're trying to accomplish with the team in these first couple weeks of preseason?
I always tell them, like, so two things is playing with great attitude and great effort, because those are things we can't coach. So I always tell them that's our goal night in and night out. If you have good attitude, you have a good effort, we'll be solid as far as gameplay. Football will take care of itself after that. So that's always goal number one. And then offensively, we tell them that we have 4 to 6 what we call our bread and butter plays. Like, these are the plays that we can run. They'll be foolproof anytime we run them, and they work on that as well. So that's really what we want to work on offensively for next week's, especially in the scrimmage against Tipton. And then defensively, it's just gap responsibility, swarming to the football, playing with energy. It's really just making sure these guys have a lot of fun while learning the game is what the most important role of that fresh soft level is. So
You could tell last year as this team watched a movie down here on the football field. Remember Titans in the movie? It said we got 4 to 6 plays. It's like Novocaine will wear him down. He's still paying attention to that move, just like Novocaine, it'll wear him down. Numbers-wise, where is the team at for this year from freshman, sophomore? What do you have for numbers that you can use?
We are actually pretty, overall, I think 23 guys on the fresh soft roster, plus we'll have 3 or 4 sophomores that are on the varsity roster play down a few games this year. So, I mean, we're actually sitting real pretty with about probably 25 solid guys. And a lot of our positions, I think, offensive line, we're probably 7 deep. All of our specials, I mean, we have so many running backs, wide receivers, defensive backs. Our defensive line's a little thin, but we have our linebackers that can probably go down to the DN position if we need them to. So I think this is the biggest fresh soft team we've had since I've been here with, 23 to 26 kids. So
What is how do you sort of divert authority or responsibilities with your coaches?
I always tell the guys, I was like, I'm the head coach, but I always feel like we have 5 head coaches on our staff. The responsibilities, I feel like evenly split. They come to me with an idea, and I'm just like, it's all you. Like, it's your baby, take care of it, whatever you think is going to work. So it's pretty split. I usually just try to hover. I have enough guys to cover all the positions for position work. Offensive coordinator's taken care of. I'll be the defensive coordinator this year, but obviously with Coach Hills having done that in the past, he helps out a lot as well. So it's pretty even across the board as far as who's doing what and who's responsible for what at practice and in games. So it's pretty nice.
And as a teacher in the district, the school year starts here in 10 days. I think it's 9 or 10 days. Second half of the season, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to have a new look classroom. Is that correct?
I will. Second half of the school year, probably about halfway through basketball season, we'll be out at the new renovated middle school, the old high school. So it's pretty exciting to look forward to that. And we're bringing back J-term this year that we unfortunately lost that last year. So kids will have J-term in the new building right away. So it's just fun exploratory type stuff that they'll do for the first 8 to 10 days of school in the new building. So we're looking forward to that quite a bit.
Now, before we finish up, on a normal game day, on a Friday or a Monday when the Bears are playing, how are the students in your classroom reacting to that? Hey, we know there's going to be a game tonight, and we know Coach Posivio is going to be on the sidelines. How do they react and communicate kind of with you, banter?
It's definitely, especially you have the athletes that are younger in the grade, so 7th and 8th grade or younger, whoever I see. You have the athletes who are obviously super interested, and they're always asking a lot of questions about the game, what our plan is, what our game plan is, whether I think we're going to win or lose, and all that kind of stuff. But the banter with those guys, it's here and there, and you can definitely tell the energy is different. You know, you have the kids that really aren't athletes but love the social aspect, coming to Friday night light football games. They're always talking, oh, when are you going to be there? Are you going down to Main Street Suites before the game, this, that? So the energy is totally different in the building when there's a football game going on. So it's actually kind of changes on those football Fridays and Mondays. So
Now, with the freshman and sophomore players, what is one thing by the end of this season that maybe if we got back together again that you hoped was able to be accomplished?
obviously, the first one is the kids have fun and want to come back and play again next year. I mean, that's kind of the big deal, especially at a small school like this. You want as many kids to come out and stay out as possible. So regardless of win-loss or who scored what, I just want to make sure the kids look back and say, yeah, I had a lot of fun this football season, and I want to come back and do it again. So,
Well, that's Luke Posivio, freshman sophomore head football coach. Also coaches basketball. I mean, you can't really see why, but I know we're looking forward to watching you guys play this season, put a wonderfully skilled and disciplined product on the field. It all stems down from the coaches, and it's going to be a fun season.
it's going to be a lot of fun. Steven, we miss you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, he'd much rather interview with Steven than he would me.